I was about to do an intro, but boy, as soon as we clapped, I had an air pocket right at the bottom of my throat. I thought I was gonna belch it out. What an intro, right?
Dude.
Like it happened as soon as
Like Shrek
as soon as
1.
I got my arms in the air. yeah, 100%. Episode.
Oh, hello there.
Dude, this is the first. I mean, Jacob's probably considering this. This is the year. It's the first episode after hitting the year mark, right?
Oh, so now it's a year and a week. But it's actually it is
Jacob's
a year
but
in a week.
in a week.
But we can consider this a year plus 1 week.
Brother. Episode 53. 2 degrees of separation. We are your hosts. My name is Eli.
Me llamo Jacob.
Jacob. You know what
Jacob.
I'm saying?
I passed Jacoby Road yesterday. I took a photo of it.
Why?
I was out in the middle of nowhere.
First thing that came to my brain was Papa Roach. He's the
Not
singer.
Papa Roach.
Jacoby's the singer, dude.
I knew it, Jacoby.
Not Papa Roach. Not Papa Roach. So, dude, listen. We don't have a lot of topics this week, but we got some dense topics, right?
You could consider them that.
I mean, I would consider them dense. First one being, right, I took this past week a work off because I don't really... The only vacation I've taken, in the past 5 years is, we went to Salem last year. And then, I mean, I've taken the other vacations, but it's always coming to visit y'all, so it's...
Right.
I'm just going home, you know?
Yeah, that's not a vacation. That's just a long trip.
Yeah, I'm just going home, dude. I mean, you can consider it a vacation, but this... do you take vacations at all?
No.
Do you know how much vacation time you have?
I'll just take a day off here and there. Like on a Friday. I'll have a 3-day weekend. Be like,
Jacob's like, you know what? I ain't feeling it today. Let's just do a 3-day weekend. It's fine.
yeah.
No. You know, it happens.
The thing is like everything I want to do is so far away.
Does your vacation time roll over at the end of the year? Do you get paid for it? Do you just lose it? You just lose it.
You know what year it is?
It's 2024. Yeah.
All right. Anyways, Lincoln Park is back.
Jacob. Time out, dude. He says, you know what year it is, dude? Nah, so this like week that I took off, not being an actual vacation, you know, I was home for the most part. Dude, what a refresher.
What a good time to play The Last of Us 2.
That's what I did. And I beat it, dude. I was up until 4:30 in the morning, dude. 4:30 in the morning. No.
That was I hated that ending. Hated that ending.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna spoil it. Sorry if you haven't played The Last of Us 2. All right.
Wait, no, don't, because the season 2 show.
Oh yeah.
You can't do that.
No, I won't. I won't.
Can't do
You're
that.
right. Then I'm gonna just say this. I'm not spoiling anything. Kristen called the end from the very beginning. The very beginning. Like the very beginning. But then like I said to you, that like final scene.
Mm-hmm.
It jacked me up, brother.
No.
I was like, oh no. Dude, oh no. It was phenomenal. Like, phenomenal. It was, dude.
But where do we go from here? Dude. Turn all the lights down now.
I mean, well, let's be real. Did you think that was the route that they were going to take to make a second game? No. No, absolutely not.
The way the first half goes, yes.
My phone didn't go off, I swear.
But beyond that, like the whole aspect of adding a new like storyline.
I'm saying the plot. Like, were you
The
expecting
beginning, yes.
not the beginning,
But
the chain of events that led to the beginning? Like, when you finished the first game, right? You were just
I
like,
see.
they're gonna
I
play
see.
off of this part.
No.
Nobody saw that plot happening.
But
Because it was so insignificant at the point
But-
in time of playing the first one.
okay, well my thought was I always figured the Fireflies would have some sort of uh revolt to the actions done to them at the end of the first one because and I just think that it was just such a long like pause between the first and second one. People kind of forgot that you really just messed up all of the Fireflies at the end of the first one.
Dude.
And then they were just
And
like, all right, so we're going to go on living life in the second one. And it's winter and we're throwing snowballs.
Dude.
But also, we killed every doctor that we've got right now. We killed all of them just because, hey, losers,
So
try something. And then just expected nothing to happen?
that's all right. Like, we're not gonna
So-
go into The Last of Us 2, right? We're not
Yeah,
gonna talk
but-
deeply about it. But
You get the
if you
gist.
haven't seen the show, I highly recommend it, especially if you're not into video games. Go at least watch the show. It's on HBO Max. And boy, like the way like Joel in the show, like after I played the game and then we went and watched the show after I played the game. I
Mhm.
think
As you
whatever
should've.
order. Well, I mean, I've beat the game before. But I finished it. No, like seeing the way Joel works in the show for that point, he is the Terminator, dude. Like
That's how it felt in the end of the first one, though, because it's like, man, you just spent so much time going through all this crap for this dumb little girl, and now all of that work was basically you just found out. You know, that was just basically just a waste of time.
Yeah, the entire thing.
So you've got being mad about that, on top of the fact that, man, what else have we got going on, really?
Yeah, I mean,
What do you want me to just turn around and walk out? Like, I guess I gotta go back across the country.
Dude, he just wrecked shop, brother.
As
Like-
he should have. As he should have, dude.
What do you
John Wicked him.
mean?
John Wicked him.
Dude.
You killed my dog.
Yeah, I
You killed my
swear.
dog.
I will find you. Yeah, no. That's no. How did we end up here? For my vacation. I beat The Last of Us 2. Yeah, highly
Great
suggest you go watch the show. The show is phenomenal.
It's
the show
aight.
is great. No, the show is great. For a video game adaptation, 100%.
Well, for a video game adaptation.
What are we
sure.
gonna go watch Borderlands?
Ooh, no, I'm more set on the Minecraft film, actually.
He said,
Did you
"Nah."
see an
Minecraft,
anime? Did you
brother.
see what I sent you? Some random animator on YouTube just completely did the entire movie trailer in the style of Minecraft, like animated all the characters and everything. Just put the voices in
brother.
within a
like
day.
that-
Within a day.
They said live action, so I knew that obviously there was gonna be people in it, but
Brother.
this ain't this. Listen,
Oh, brother.
when I saw the trailer for Borderlands, right? I was like, all right, this. When I saw the trailer, the first time seeing it, I was like, okay, maybe at very best. Seeing this Minecraft trailer straight out the gate, hard pass. Like
You know what it is?
very
though?
very hard pass. What?
I think it's because of the actor strike a couple years ago. They went, "Oh, all of you guys want more money?" They said, "We're just going to go to the top hat with the names of the top 10 from now on." because you guys were petty about it, so we're gonna be petty about it. Now everybody gets Jack Black and
Jason Momoa.
Aquaman.
Yeah,
dude,
he's an Aquaman. He looks so goofy too.
Nobody
Jack
asked
Black,
for this,
brother. Jack Black just straight up looks like Jack Black. Like he literally just pulled like that
didn't
is
even
like this is
shave
that's
his
his
beard,
Sunday
dude.
best. Yeah, that's what
Shave
I'm saying.
his beard.
He just looks like Jack Black.
Yeah,
like he Minecraft, not Steve. Jack Black.
Yeah,
dude. Like,
dude,
all right.
yeah.
I mean, but then I get it because I mean, like, kids are probably still gonna really enjoy it, and you know, I'm almost 30, and I mean, I really enjoy Minecraft. Don't get me wrong.
I'm not gonna go watch a Minecraft movie, but
I'm-
I will watch a Roblox movie if John Cena plays the main character. And how much you want to bet? I'm putting it on the table right now. Right now, I'm putting all of my monies on the table. It's gonna be bloody John Cena playing the Oof Boy on Roblox.
Dude, they're not making that, right?
They're gonna make a Roblox movie, and it's definitely
not.
gonna be starring John Cena.
No, they're not.
If they aren't, they're going to.
Dude, he's like, if it's not already in the works, it's gonna happen.
And now that I've said it out loud,
yeah,
it's gonna
I mean, fair
happen.
point, Jacob. You got a track record at this point. you
dude,
have a
I
track
swear
record.
if that happens, yeah, I gotta go
like,
somewhere.
Yeah, Jacob's the new Nostradamus. I swear. That's crazy.
Find me dressed up as Sarah, man, with the Palantir, whatever the heck it's called.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
My brain, for some reason, went to it's not Saruman in the Lord of the Rings cartoons. It's Denethor, and he's like,
Oh.
"Ah, dude," you know. His character's so weird.
I straight up was just showing Lindsay the Frodo of the Nine
slaps.
Fingers.
Who is the bard,
and the
dude?
Ring of
Who is your boy?
Doom.
I didn't even think about that.
It's Post
You just
Malone.
got some dude. You...
That's when I started playing. That's what she asked. She says that Post Malone. No.
Dude, he's got just the best vibrato I've ever heard in my life. Frodo. Straight up SpongeBob laugh. Frodo. That's great.
What are we doing?
No, so this week off, right? This was such a like a it was such a like we went to Mississippi, we did some antiquing. Jacob, if you've never gone antiquing, it's actually just a great time. Like I don't buy anything. But it's like cool to look at stuff like that's not antiques. I've been to Goodwill, I've been to TJ Maxx.
Yep.
No, but
Walmart clearance aisle. Yep.
yeah, there you go, antiquing, brother. No, it was cool because like I got to see stuff like the Lord of the Rings figures, you know.
Oh yeah.
Like that's cool, like for me, and then like seeing all the old, which you have. There's no way you have recollection of it. Did I send you a picture of the gumball machine? The McDonald's gumball machine?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to send it to you just in case, but there's no way you'd remember this because
They
I just
have
remember
the little gumballs in it.
No. Full gumballs, but this machine had like a tube in it, like it's a big.
Oh, dude,
big
at Family
machine.
Video?
No, brother.
The
No,
Family
this
Video?
thing. I'm saying McDonald's, brother. McDonald's.
It was
brother.
like specific to McDonald's.
It was McDonald's, and this thing had like tubes going every direction.
Brother,
in
no,
this-
I remember
in
it
this thing.
because our local one had it. I remember that thing.
And I had to ask Mom. I was like, I asked Mom and Riley. I was like, did our McDonald's have one of these?
They
Because I
definitely did.
remember
They
this.
definitely did.
And then Riley was like, I think so. And Mom was like, yeah, 100%. I was like,
Dude, our McDonald's had PlayStations.
What? Yeah, dude, our McDonald's had PlayStations, brother. That's sick. Oh, McDonald's places are disgusting.
Oh, dude, the disease.
I swear. He said a disease. But so yeah, antiquing was really cool. Just getting to see all this stuff. That's just neat to like come across stuff that like you don't think about like ever, and then
Right.
like seeing it, and you're just like, whoa, brother, what? Kristen got it's a
I bet
citrus
that's how
juicer.
Indiana Jones felt.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%, dude.
Whoa, brother. Did Jesus drink out of that?
Could you
Whoa,
imagine?
brother.
Did Jesus drink out of that? No,
Oh, Chewy. Oh, wait, wrong movie.
So she got, you know what a citrus juicer looks like? It's like the cone that has like the
Oh, yeah.
ridges in it, and you put and then you twist it. All right, so
Yep.
she's been on a mission to find one of these things, and we found a bunch of them. And I kept saying, "Nah, dude, nah, we don't need a citrus juicer." And then we're in this building that is unbelievably hot. Okay, tons of people in it. It's super hot in this place, and we're all dying. We're sweating in the building, and I see this booth, and I was like, "Oh, I see Lord of the Rings figures. I gotta go look at them." I'm sitting
Heck
there.
yeah.
I sent you the pictures of that, and then right as we're leaving this booth, they had like a shelf, I guess, or a cabinet that had shelves in it, and at the top there was a black light.
Mhm.
And Kristen knew what it was, so there's this stuff called uranium glass,
Oh, yeah.
and of course,
Dude, our
there
grandparents
is-
had some.
she got a juicer. Of course, there was a juicer in this thing, and it's like tight, dude.
You
It's
don't want to
tight.
use it, though.
Why not?
Put a Geiger counter to it.
Uranium,
Put a Geiger counter to it.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's gonna rat-a-tat-tat, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
It's uranium, brother.
You don't want to use that stuff. They don't make it anymore because it makes you sick.
They use lead poisoning and stuff. It's fine.
They use lead poisoning and stuff. No, they use lead in things, and if you ingest it, you get
There you go.
poisoned.
You knew that, man.
And they stopped using that because kids would
Baloney.
eat it.
Dude, go to Lowe's right now. Go to Walmart. And I guarantee there's so much stuff still sold in stores that has lead
but
in
I
it.
mean like general house, like wall paint. It's
Time
not
out.
lead paint anymore.
All right, I'm shouting this dude out. He's on Instagram, and his name is Everything Lead. And this dude goes into stores, and he has
eats everything made of lead.
everything. No, he has a pen with a solution in it that he dabs on stuff, and then he hits it with a black light. And if you see it, if it's fluorescent, lead. This dude, anything he finds, he buys to get it out of the stores. Yeah, dude. He discards this stuff. He does. He'll run tests on it. People don't realize how much lead is actually still used in stuff today.
I mean, yeah, it is. And California's outlawed a lot of
Oh yeah,
stuff
I mean,
like
of
that.
course. Prop
Can't
65,
buy G
brother.
Fuel, I'm pretty sure. And
Prop 65,
California.
brother. It's fine. It's fine. But so I think Kristen sent you a picture of the
Yeah, it looks sick.
It's tight. It's tight, dude. She got a sewing machine. All right. So back in the 20s, all right.
I have an old sewing machine that our grandmother's mother used.
Wait, brother. In the 20s, right?
This might be from that era.
Singer, they made like a toy for kids. It was a sewing machine, tiny sewing machine for kids. It wasn't functional. It was a toy.
It's like a easy bake oven.
Yeah,
but
pretty much for
cheaper.
sewing. But in the 70s, Singer was like, you know what? This was a cool idea. Let's make it let's make it real. All right?
What do you mean? Let's make it real. Like
So
work?
they remade the same sewing machine, but it's functional.
No. Oh no. Oh, no.
And they still marketed it as a
The
kid's
kids?
toy.
Oh no.
Yeah, so
We're using a sharp plastic needle instead.
no, it's metal. Dude,
Ah.
full functional little sewing machine. And so it's a Singer K20. is
Start
what
'em
it's
young.
called. Dude, Chris had picked up this sewing machine for like dirt cheap, and this thing sells for like hundreds of dollars online. I was
Well-
like, this is and it's like still in the box and everything. Still in the box, has the manual, everything. I was like, this is actually mind blowing.
Solid.
That's wild. That's wild. So, antiquing, tight. Antiquing, 10 out of 10. I recommend it. It's just like something cool to do.
I don't go antiquing. I play Uncharted.
They Indiana. Good old Indiana
Yeah.
Jones.
Oh man.
But so the week off thing, I highly recommend to anybody that doesn't use their vacation time. Yo, just take a week off. Just to de-stress, right? That's what I did this past week, right? And now next week we have a hurricane coming in, so that's pretty tight. Dude,
1 week early. 1 week
I
too
swear.
early. What? Look at the odds. If you look at the odds, really, look at the
Literally.
luck of the Irish.
Yeah, I
Look at
swear.
our last name, and then look at the hurricane billowing its way across the
Yeah,
ocean.
it's tight.
Matter of fact, crazy speed. Some say that the high.
Dude, he just keeps going.
Dude, I'm losing my marbles.
Yeah, so, but take a week off.
Take a week off.
Unwind, brother. That's what I did. And it was fantastic. And now I gotta go back to work tomorrow, and I am
Me too.
upset. I'm upset. Yo, but then
Well,
on the other hand, like, I get it. I get it. Like, having a job is cool to a degree. To a degree.
that's what they want you to think. Let's be
No,
honest,
no, no, no,
guys.
no, no, no.
Let's be honest. Having
It-
something to do is great.
There.
Working.
There you go. It's not
Working
great.
working to get by.
It's not.
Working to get
That-
money to then get by is
That
not
ain't
great.
it.
But working to get by even is okay, because sometimes you gotta go build a house if you want to
Oh.
live on. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah, 100%.
But
100%.
working to get money to
Is
then get by
butt cheeks. Butt
is-
cheeks. Butt cheeks.
gotta be the worst, dude. Hey,
Listen.
this ain't
He said
a
this ain't it.
financial
Ain't it.
podcast.
No, not at all. Not at all. But no, that's kind of what I was trying to say. Not having. When I started my job, I loved my job. I legitimately thoroughly enjoyed my job. I am now at the point. I don't know what happened over this past year. I don't think I've ever disliked a job so much. I was a cashier at Kmart, brother. I'd rather be doing that. Like, dude, I'm telling you, it's that bad. That's why this week off for me was such a big deal. And then just, I don't know, some crazy stuff happened this week. So took a week off. I went antiquing. We went to Mississippi.
You know what I did?
What did you do?
I played Assassin's Creed. And I worked.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Which
Dude.
one are you on now?
Brotherhood. You know how much lore they just said, forget about it.
What do
Like,
you mean?
dude, they just took the whole original story of
And threw it out the
those
window. Threw it out the
alien
window.
people. They didn't really throw it out the window, but the main
What?
people in that whole thing, they kind of threw out the window. But the
What do you mean?
general idea is still
Out
there.
the window. No, it's
No,
not.
it's still there. It's still there. I
It
found
wasn't in
out.
Origins. There's nothing to
no,
do with
there-
those people in Origins.
Well, that's because they were.
There's nothing in
that-
Syndicate.
All right, hear me out.
There's nothing in
Okay, hear me out.
Black Flags.
Hey,
I'm gonna
yes,
keep going.
there is. No, there is, and you're just not aware. Okay,
All
okay.
right.
It's been
Okay.
long enough.
All right.
The end of Assassin's Creed 3, a lot of stuff goes down. You save the world. We don't play as
Yeah.
Desmond after that.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
But we're in Abstergo, right? You're in
Yep.
you're like an employee in the
We
in
talk
Black
trash
Flag.
about it. Yep.
We talk trash. Yeah, okay, but I finally understand, right? So Abstergo, no, hear me out. Hear me out.
Don't. I swear, if you're trying to defend the Assassin's Creed series right now, I'm gonna be.
It's not really a defense,
Brother.
it's more of an explanation. You can form your own opinion after that.
Okay.
Because there are things that I even today just why. But so we stopped playing as Desmond at the end of Assassin's Creed 3. Desmond was the whole reason they got Desmond, right? In Assassin's Creed 1 was because he had the bloodline of
They knew
these
about his
alien
bloodline.
Isu people,
Yeah.
right?
The Anunnaki. Yeah.
Yeah, the Anunnaki, sure. They're called the Isu, but
Close
whatever
enough.
you want to call them. So Desmond is the only one who can actually like get a grip on the apple of Eden to like
Yeah.
use it.
Yeah.
He's one of the few. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what the assassins are. They're the good guys doing that, right?
Yeah.
The Templars, same kind of guys on that side, but they're just
But
bad.
they're just trying to use it for evil.
But they're also like Isu people. They're also those same people. Okay, we got that established. Desmond is around. Desmond goes all through his bloodline, Altair, and he finds the apple, and that links to Ezio. Ezio is actually considered like a prophet. So is Altair. All these past assassins, even including Desmond, they're all prophets in the whole story of the thing.
Gotcha.
These prophets are meant to pass on the knowledge to future generations, but it's all set up by the Isu people to prevent the end of the world, because at one point their world ended, but they stayed around in like this code world. Yep. And now they're going through these different generations trying to get to the pieces of Eden to eventually get to modern day and stop the end of the world.
Yeah. Okay.
So you have Ezio, who does all of his stuff. At the end of Revelations, he's like, he gets to the library with Altair. He's like, all right, I found it. I found Altair. I found the piece of Eden. He goes to grab it. And then he's just like, no, dude, the dude breaks the fourth wall. And he goes, all right, so I get it now. Hey, what's up, Desmond? I don't know who you are, what you want, or why I'm even here. But basically, Ezio's just like, I'm like
chilling.
A code in the machine. Straight up. And he's just like, I'm done.
Yeah,
and
that's it. Yeah.
His story just drops off. Desmond is like, oh, cool, we get our apple. Dude, those alien people trick him into just ending the world.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
And then they're like, okay, the world's okay because Desmond put the apple with the Isu thing.
Yeah.
And then they just completely ripped that out of the ground.
They derailed all of it. None of it
for Black Flag.
None of it matters anymore.
It does. So the Abstergo is using Desmond's DNA now to go through his ancestors to find the pieces of Eden. Then you find out, okay, so that's Black Flag. I think that's only Black Flag. And then in Unity, you find these new people who are also like a part of that whole story. And you're playing in the Animus as...
What about
I think a rogue Abstergo agent.
Wait, in which one?
Unity. And you're working with these other people in their version of the Animus.
Yep.
And then you get to Origins, because Syndicate's like that too. It's like a whole nother kind of that. You get to Origins, no. And then there's this girl, Layla.
In a cave.
There's a girl, Layla, who has found out how to use an Animus, her own version of the Animus, to take broken DNA and relive those memories without being an ancestor to those people. So she's in that tomb of Bayek using his DNA to relive his memories. That's how you find out about the origins of the assassins, but she is more convinced or more interested in the pieces of Eden that when she goes to learn about Bayek, Desmond's dad is outside of the Animus one of those times, and he's like, yo, join the assassins.
Origins was tight.
And then he tells her about Desmond, and she goes, oh, that's crazy. And you would totally think from there, it's going to go back to what it was.
No.
But no, they got a new writer, and she said, none of that.
Who cares?
I like Greek gods, and I want to be one. So she makes this.
They derailed Assassin's Creed across the board.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey's got to be just Greek lore, and that's about it. Take out the whole aspect of Assassin's Creed, but
there's nothing about Assassin's Creed about it.
It's really not.
You can say the same thing about Valhalla.
There is some stuff that happened in the timeline of Odyssey. Like when that game came out, they were also releasing these comic books. You find out that Desmond has a son.
They were probably better than the game.
Who gets into Abstergo's machine to release Juno, who is one of those Isu people.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just straight up kills her, and it's just like nobody says a word. And her story's over. Her story's
What?
just over.
Wait, whose story's over?
The Juno, one of those alien girls that
Oh, you're saying
she just dies because Desmond's son shows up, pulls around the machine, goes basically just unplugs her. AI style.
Who wrote this?
Oh,
Whose idea
I don't
was
know.
this?
I don't know. But then you get to Valhalla, and the whole point of Valhalla is basically to explain that these Isu gods are essentially all the gods that you would expect, like the Viking gods. They're all actually Isu. And they're all in this one big machine at the end of the day. And
That's actually
you go
kinda
through
tight.
these like whole codex breaking things, sequences, like in Assassin's Creed 2 with the glyphs, how it shows you little clips.
Yeah.
Well, you do that with these things in Valhalla, and you find out that all of these gods are actually attached to this one machine.
That's actually
And
tight.
they are using this machine like the Matrix almost. They're the bodies, and they're transcending through time into these other beings that are related to them, and using their story to figure out where these pieces of Eden are. And they keep jumping further into time to then try and beat each other in the race to get to these pieces. And that's where you find out that the Adam and Eve in Assassin's Creed 2, they're trying to escape that place. And it's all tying back together.
Wait, so that happened in Valhalla?
That in Valhalla, it's the factory that those Isu people are at is the same factory that those Adam and Eve characters are running through and escaping in Assassin's Creed 2. So it is all tied together, but they took a long time to figure out what the heck they were doing.
That's because it was just chaos.
So now, essentially...
And it wasn't really about that story anymore. It was just more so about...
and even Mirage was like... Story. Mirage was pointless. The end of Valhalla finally ties back Desmond. Like, finally. Yeah.
Listen.
It takes... so long.
There's so many games that should not have been Assassin's Creed games. They should not have had the title. So Odyssey being one, Valhalla being another, should not have been Assassin's Creed games.
Black Flag. Anything after 3.
Yeah, Black Flag shouldn't have been an Assassin's Creed game. That should have been Skull and Bones.
Unity was good.
I was gonna say no. Unity
had to be made to kind of get away from the Abstergo thing they were starting to do.
Unity did not need to be an Assassin's Creed game.
It didn't, no.
Because it was like basically, like the story was pointless.
You're just following the French Revolution.
That's what I was about to say. It solely is about the French Revolution.
It was them just trying to do Assassin's Creed 3 again, but
which was
newer.
A mistake. What?
But newer? That's all.
I said it was a mistake.
it was, I mean, it wasn't great.
Assassin's Creed 3. Assassin's Creed 3.
Dude.
My brain shut off for a second, dude.
Boo-doo-doo.
Yeah, I swear, dude. No. So, Assassin's Creed 3.
Important to the real world lore. Very important.
Legitimately, if Connor's character wouldn't have been such a cardboard box, Assassin's Creed 3, the actual game itself, and then the DLC that they released for Assassin's Creed 3.
Oh yeah, Liberation.
Dude. What is it? Hatham, right? Connor's dad.
Yeah.
Is it Hatham?
It's Hatham.
His character? Tight. The way they played that out in the beginning, where you're like, all right, this is it.
I'm a regal assassin, man, and then you find out he's a freaking Templar.
That was tight. And then you get to Connor and you're like, oh man, all right, so you come to find out that's your dad, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did you end up such a cardboard box, brother? In like, were you trying to be stoic with his character, or like he was too monotone to like?
Yeah.
It was
bad.
It was boring. It was just boring. But then like the actual story of everything happening, tight.
It
was
tight.
It
was fun.
Like,
that was a fun one.
It was good. But yeah, I think you're right. Basically, everything after 3 did not need to be titled.
Like they could have done Origins, Origins telling the like the original story of the assassins, like how
That
they got their
dude,
logo and whatnot at the end
that's
of the
what I was
first
about to
one,
say.
or at the
The
end of that. Yeah,
wrap up of
sweet,
Origins
sweet.
was tight.
And
Tight.
there is a thing with kind of all of them where Altair at the end of or in Revelations, you find out he had some stuff about the pieces of Eden sent to Alexandria,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was
and
Alexandria.
then you end up there in Origins, and Origins also kind of ties you to Greece, and all of these places you actually find out are key to even the first game when the Apple of Eden is dropped by your like assassin master.
Wait, in which
It
one?
shows up like in the very first one, you have
Oh yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
like leader.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't remember his name. He drops the apple and a globe pops up and it shows
yeah.
all of these
I
where all the
remember that.
pieces of
The
Eden are.
pinpoints,
And
yeah, on the
that's
globe.
still what the game is doing. It's still going to all of those.
If
It's
it
still
survives
hitting
long
every
enough,
single one of those.
if it survives long enough.
It is though, because think of all the side scroll. They have like 5 or 6 different side scrollers even.
Oh yeah, forget about that. I forget that
And
happened.
they've got a
Because
phone app coming out and they're doing Hex, they're doing
was
Shadows.
Liberty was a no, Liberty wasn't a side scroller. Liberty
No.
was
That
you
was
played as
Liberation. And you
Liberation.
played
That's what it
as
was.
the girl on the bayou.
Man,
But there are just
I
a
remember the
lot of
side scroller.
Assassin's Creed games.
There's a
Like
bazillion.
a lot.
Legitimately.
Oh, there's one you play, I think in China, too. And that's a side scroller. That might be the one you're thinking of.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
And now they're making a phone app that's in China. Man, Assassin's Creed is
Listen.
old.
Listen. I'm all right. So like, they could do something really, really cool with a phone app. They like legitimately, they could, because of how like the Assassin's Creed game worked out, like how it's a global thing, right?
They could
They
have
have the potential.
easily just made a phone app mimicking how you did the Brotherhood.
Dog, this
And,
straight
like
up gonna
the
be Pokemon
Assassins
Go,
and Brotherhood.
but
Yeah, I
Assassin's
mean,
Creed.
you could have. Yeah, you could do that.
No, I'm saying that's what's gonna happen.
No. This is like a full-blown like third-person game on the phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Well, shout out me.
Yeah.
Shout out
Anyways,
me, brother.
what
No.
are we doing?
I don't know. Assassin's Creed is tight, but it
Assassin's
also
Creed's
is like
great.
the worst.
I'm playing
the
through all of them.
worst
I can't wait for
series.
Shadows. No. Don't say that. Don't say that. Worst?
Jacob, both of us talked mad smack about Assassin's Creed like last week.
I'll talk mad smack about newer
Brother.
Assassin's Creed games that make no sense. Like Odyssey sucked.
Valhalla
Should not have great as an RPG.
As an Assassin's Creed game, sucked.
Scrap it. Yeah, it really didn't need
Shadows
might be really cool.
Listen, I'm gonna say this because since Assassin's Creed 2, everybody has said, how perfect of a time period would it be? The samurais, dude. Ninjas. That is, brother. That's exactly what the assassins were.
Yeah.
And they're gonna turn this into a dumpster fire, brother.
No, they're not.
You look.
Don't say that. What?
Assassin's Creed Unity, by far, has the best movement in any Assassin's Creed game. 100%. 100%. The fluidity of everything.
Here's the thing.
100%.
You're saying this now, but we haven't played it. So, have you watched gameplay of Shadows?
And that's exactly why I'm bringing up Unity. Because it looks like dog farts. Dog, I didn't know.
Mind.
I didn't know I could jump from rooftop to rooftop. Oh, that rooftop is about 30 yards away, and I can just magically go pew and do a flip in the air and land on the roof.
You didn't play Unity.
100%, dog. 100%, brother.
All right,
dude.
All right.
Unity's movement was
all right.
Dude.
But
after seeing everything for Shadows, the movement needs work. The game's not out yet.
The game is not out yet.
It's not out yet.
You didn't play Unity at release because you could jump 3 buildings away.
I literally played it on release.
I mean, that is like one of the only bugs I have with Unity is where my character will quite literally jump 3 houses away from where I want him to.
10 out of 10.
Especially when I'm like going down, dude. It's like,
no. So I'm more so meaning like the fluidity of like when you're parkouring on the side of buildings.
They straight up said they put the most effort into this girl's parkour moves.
I really seeing it looks wonky. So I
will see.
I hope they fix it because it has the potential to be like this is like the Assassin's Creed game that has needed to happen literally since Revelations. Like this is it, and it's already getting trashed on due to there's a black samurai.
The whole samurai thing. Yeah,
like dude. Okay,
we'll see. We'll see. I'll still play it.
I mean, I'm excited. I didn't even play Valhalla. You've given you were like, dude, you want my login? I need to play it. I need to.
I have all the Assassin's Creed games. I'm playing through all of them before Shadows comes out. I got good luck.
Good luck. Dog, it's September.
I'm making progress.
You have 2 months.
I'm making progress. It took me 5 days to beat Assassin's Creed 2.
That's because it's just wash, rinse, and repeat, just like Assassin's Creed 1 is.
Well, most of them are.
But then,
I mean, all of them are.
Out of the Ezio trilogy, which is the best?
You know, okay. Gameplay, Brotherhood, story, Revelation.
Okay.
Don't care.
Right.
I hate me for it. Don't care.
No, that's a valid answer.
Ezio has like one of the greatest endings to a character story
in video games.
Just to like fully aware that you have achieved everything you were set out to do, and then to be like, all right, I think I'm done now,
dude.
And then to call out the main character and be like, yo, I'm done. Quitting my job.
Dude, Ezio's character was so like, what happened? His character was so well developed across 3 games. 3 games. And like, there's not many games that you can do that in which like you hold on to like caring so much about a character when it comes to the sequels of video games.
That's why but it also came out in a time period where that video games were killing it like that. You had like the Walking Dead comic book series. You had
Telltale. Well, not
The Last of Us was coming around like right around that time.
Yeah,
you had Uncharted.
Right. Yeah,
I mean, you had some really good bangers. And now we get one every 5 years.
I was gonna say the 2010 era of video games is like legitimately bananas. Like, legitimately when you think about it.
Do you remember Army of Two?
Yeah, of course,
dude. I played that on
one of these.
It's so much fun, even to this day. It's fun. It's fun.
It's fun.
The
aggro system's really cool. The aggro system's tight. You know. Didn't need to keep going.
I don't know why I brought up Army of Two. We've got a. What'd you do last night?
Dude. All right. No, before we even go there, because that's a big one, dude. That's a big one. This is something I need to talk about because it is right now for people, the polar opposites right now. Like the world is torn in two. About 2-3 weeks ago now, Linkin Park. All right, the band. All right, so Linkin Park, you know, they haven't been MIA since Chester's passing.
Things aren't the way they were before.
But wait. They haven't been MIA because they released stuff. They released the 20th anniversary of Hybrid Theory and Meteora. And if you haven't listened to those, dude, need to, because they added a whole extra, like, they did, so they had the regular album, then they had a whole live, like a CD, so to speak, live, live shows, and then on top of that, demos. And like hearing demos, I love hearing demos from artists. Like that is like, because you get to hear like this is where it started and this is how it actually, this is where it ended. Right? And that's
Yeah.
like the thing that you've been listening to forever.
You ever listen to Michael Jackson demos? The way he layers vocals?
He's got too much music, dude. I ain't got the time for that. Michael Jackson has so much unreleased music.
Have you seen how they pieced his vocals though?
He was a phenomenal artist.
Anyways.
Michael Jackson. So Linkin Park, they did that stuff. They did Paper Cut. They've released some stuff since the passing of Chester. They didn't do any tours. I mean, I think they did one final tour after that. But since then they haven't toured. They've been pretty quiet. And then up until about 3 weeks ago, they dropped a timer, all right, on the internet, where it was 100 hours. It was 100 hours and it was counting down. It makes it to 0, right? Like 5 days later, right? And it gets to 0, and then the screen gets all glitchy, blah, 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 and then it just shows all zeros, and then it starts counting back up. All right. So when it hit the 100-hour mark going back up, like nothing happened, dog. And then they announce something's happening September 5th. All right. All right. And there was a bunch of speculations on what was going to be happening, because what could Linkin Park possibly be doing? And as soon as I could you imagine? As soon as I saw that Linkin Park had a timer, I called it. I said, they're gonna announce a new singer. Like that's.
Yeah, I think most people assumed that.
Yeah, and there were theories going around of like there was a bunch of stuff. There was a dude that was saying that Tyler from 21 Pilots was gonna be the new singer.
No.
I was like, no,
sense.
dog, no way. But so they announced the event the 5th, and dude, I was getting my hair did, brother. I was getting my hair did, and Kristen's friend cuts my hair. We're at the hair place, right? And I was like, oh man, the announcement for Linkin Park's gonna be happening. And so as soon as it went live, Kristen pulls it up on her phone, and of course, I found out like right before they went live that they had an event that was happening in Los Angeles, and they made the people there sign NDAs. All right. Because they invited these people to a show. It was random. Linkin Park has an underground members thing that you can be a part of. And they invited a random amount of people that was a part of that, and they were like, yo, we're doing a show. Here's a ticket free. You gotta pay to get there and stay there. And it was in California. It was at a Warner Brothers, one of their stages, I guess, so to speak.
Right. And
watching the live stream, and the intro was bananas. They had like a laser shooting up from the floor, and it was affecting the ceiling, and it was mind blowing, because like everything I've never seen something like that. And
you ever seen a Fortnite live event?
Jacob, get out of here. That's Fortnite. So I'm already excited because I'm a huge Linkin Park fan. Massive Linkin Park fan. So they start the stream. This is happening. There's crazy stuff happening, and then the band's there, right? I noticed they were missing some people. The guitarist, he was not there. And the drummer, he was MIA, and obviously there was no singer on this stage. It was so the guitarist was replaced by somebody, and the drummer as well. But
right.
Phoenix, the bassist, and Mike were there. Mike's singing. Well, he he's like it's good to see y'all, yada yada. And then they start playing a song. Never heard it. All right. And I was like, what is this? What's going on? And then, Mike singing, yada yada. And I was like, what a great way. This is the only way they could have possibly brought back Linkin Park is Mike has to be the front runner. He has to be.
Well, yeah, at that
because
point.
it was Mike and Chester, right? That was
Right.
that was the duo. And if you're announcing something, Mike needed to be the one first. He needed to be the first person. So it was awesome hearing him sing his part. And then all of a sudden you saw somebody hop up on stage. And Kristen called it. She goes, a woman just walked across the stage. I said, we're going to see how this works out. Brother, listen. It is right now polarizing opposites. I'm going to give my opinion on it. I'm trying to collect my thoughts. Give me a second.
I have a thought.
No, brother. No. Because I got to make sure, because like I said, this is like people are like getting mad about this. I legitimately don't think there is any other way they could have brought back Linkin Park better than the way they did. And hearing her, she did a phenomenal job. 100%. Emily Armstrong, she did a dog. I was getting my hair cut and I was getting ready to cry, dog.
I noticed they had to change the key of several different songs so she could sing it.
Every single one of them, actually.
Yeah.
And
I
mentioned that to Kristen.
Here's my thought.
Yep. Yes.
If you're going to present a new vocalist to your band,
yes,
present them with songs written for them so they don't look like garbage compared on the first show to the last vocalist.
That is
because she looked like garbage compared to the last vocalist because they had to change every song to replace their last vocalist.
That's a great take. Like legitimately, they couldn't because they have an album. The album's ready and it's coming out in November.
Precisely. Could have waited until the release of that and then just done the exact same thing.
But then
encored it with some Linkin Park songs, maybe.
Yeah.
But to have this poor woman come on stage.
He said poor woman. You
have changed the entire intro to no.
Brother. But you can't you can't tell me she did not do a phenomenal job singing.
Dude, my voice would be gone the next day just like hers, no doubt.
Dog.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't watch the whole thing because I didn't enjoy
it. And I get that. Because I said the same thing when they first. So that first song they did, The Emptiness Machine, dog, she killed it.
And keep it going, but they didn't because they can't.
Well, they can't. They're unable to at this
exactly.
moment.
So why would you do that? They just shot themselves in the foot because now everybody's on edge because they're like, this might just suck. Well, and now you're gonna have way less people listening to your release of the album because most people are going to go, oh, she sucked live.
Well, and that's no, she didn't. She didn't.
They had to change every key of the song, which means
to
in
fit
my
her
mind,
vocal range. They
precisely.
Had to.
So,
but look at this. You got to look at it this way, though.
Show in my mind.
You got to look at it this way, though. With it being a female singer, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's already huge. All right.
Yeah.
Imagine they did a male singer, right?
Well, yeah. Everybody's just going to compare him,
been
like super.
He would have been criticized out the box, and I think it would have been worse than it being a female.
And that's kind of what I said to Lindsay. I was just like, at this point,
because a guy in every aspect of what he is doing, he would
He's
have
gonna
been
be
under
compared.
a microscope. Like
Yeah,
a
but also,
microscope.
but also,
Huh.
you know, bands end, right? Hey, bands end.
I can say this
It's
though.
no, hear me
They're
out.
they're
Hear
only
me
you
out.
know they're
Say
only
they
missing
say this
what?
album flops.
It won't. It won't. You know how I can say that? I
They're
checked it.
okay, Eli. Breaking Benjamin. When was the last time you listened to him? Point proven. Carry on.
The
Carry
last-
on. They
the
can never
last-
get better than the last album Chester was on, and they
The
are never
last-
going to be as good
Oh,
as that
yeah.
now. So
That's
it should have just
but it's
carried
not-
on. Nobody's listening to rock like they were in 2008.
That's true.
So
That's
you're trying to make a comeback off of a band that blew up in the early 2000s with a whole new vocalist, a whole new sound. At that point,
Brother.
make a whole new band.
But look at this.
Don't
But-
piggyback off of the dude who's not there anymore to
But
make a
the-
successful band. You can't do that. Mike
There's
Shinoda
only
already
one-
releases singles on his own. Why does he
Yeah.
have to go back to Linkin Park to continue to do that with some other person? She could
There's
also
only
be
one
successful
member
as an
missing.
artist.
There's only one member missing.
N-
Chester doesn't count.
I'm pretty
There-
sure the bassist or guitarist is not doing live shows with them. He's only
He's
doing
not
studios.
touring them with them. But
So-
it's Linkin Park as a whole is still making the music.
Dude, only the lead singer of Breaking Benjamin was gone.
I mean, yeah.
And they got sued
Did they?
because it sucked so much, dude.
So they got
So,
sued.
Again,
He's back with them, so it's all right.
yeah. And they're just hey,
Wait, they're still getting
when was the
radio
last
play
time-
with their new music. What do you mean?
yeah, and who's listening to the radio?
But look at this. Look at this. I checked this right before we went live because we were talking about Spotify. Because they have the album, the Linkin Park
Mhm.
album. You can go like look at the track
Pre-save it,
list.
yeah.
Yeah. There's already 13 million plays on this song.
Yeah.
13 million.
I
brother.
get that. And I get that. And Breaking Benjamin, their first single back, hundreds of millions of plays.
Dog.
And they might be a really successful band even from here on, but
Yeah.
nobody is going to go, "Oh, did you hear Linkin Park's newest album? It is banging." Nobody's
to
going to
it.
do that. Nobody's
I
doing
am.
that.
Dude,
No.
this song.
Only Linkin Park diehard fans that are like, "I love Mike Shinoda. I
Oh, yeah.
love Mike Shinoda."
That's true.
That's the only people that are going to be like, "I'm so giddy for this Linkin Park album," because they want to feel something.
Dog,
They just want to feel something.
they still have people paying for the underground membership.
And you
Linkin
know what?
Park
Good-
hasn't done anything in
I hope-
7 years.
My point exactly. It's just diehard fans. Hey, dude, people
Oh,
make 15 emails to vote on a Taylor Swift VMA poll.
Yeah,
There are
you're
people
right.
like that in the world. I get that. But nobody's going to say Linkin Park had the best rock album of 2025. Because nobody cares about rock music like that anymore.
That's that actually time out. Because new metal as a whole has been making a comeback for the past 2 years. 100%.
And no, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
100%.
It's not going to happen. That's not where our sound is anymore. That's not where the sound of the world is anymore. Go look at any top chart.
Dog.
Go look at any top chart. Hey, Eli, who had the
Dude.
hottest album of the summer? Charlie XCX with Brat. Not
Killed it.
exactly,
killed it.
exactly.
She
If
killed
Post
it.
if rock music was still banging, Post Malone wouldn't have made F1 Trillion. He would have made
Yeah, right.
Hollywood's Bleeding even more.
Dude. Yeah.
But he didn't. If rock music was still banging, Ozzy Osbourne would
No.
be talked about
Not
more.
Ozzy.
But he's
Not
not,
Ozzy.
dude. There would be way more Ozzy memes. It's
hate to say it.
cool. It's cool, but I don't think it's Linkin Park. It could have been a different band. Could have been a different time. Shouldn't have
It's
been
the
Linkin
same-
Park.
It's literally the same band.
But Linkin Park, okay.
It's the
But
same
everybody
band.
takes Linkin Park. If somebody was Nirvana and just replaced Kurt Cobain, they're gonna go, "Oh, he doesn't sound like Nirvana." everybody's gonna go look at Linkin Park and go, "Oh, she doesn't sound like Linkin Park used to sound when their heyday was." Because she doesn't.
When hearing,
She doesn't.
so here,
Doesn't.
you got to look at this two ways. The people that, all right, so like I said, I am a super huge Linkin Park fan. And from
I am too, for that matter. I don't want people to think I don't like
Yeah.
Linkin Park. Dude,
No,
I
yeah.
like Linkin Park.
But-
I like Linkin Park a lot. But I don't like... I would rather park a Lincoln in Linkin Park with the radio off.
No, wait. Because you have to look at it. Chester himself went to sing for Stone Temple Pilots. Chris and I talked about this today. Because he was such a fan of their music. And so STP went on with Chester as a singer. And Chester sounds nothing like the singer of Stone Temple Pilots. And they went on, they continued to tour, they continued to make albums, and they killed it with Chester. And he sounds nothing like the singer. So, when I heard The Emptiness Machine, I legitimately can hear Chester in her voice. Me personally, I don't think Chester would have wanted Linkin Park to end the way it did. And he would be absolutely fine. My biggest concern...
Well, yeah, sure.
My biggest concern is the message that Linkin Park has made this entire time. Is she, like, her and Mike going to be able to write music the same way they did?
My other thought was, something, if a wrench at all gets thrown into that, it's going to be worse than, than how it ended before.
100%.
If they just, like, get out one album and then they're like, yeah, so the whole band fell apart because the guitarist left, the drummer left, and we just, like, we're going to use a drum machine?
The guitarist is still there, brother. He's just not touring.
But if he's... Okay, this is how it starts, though. This is what I'm saying.
So the drummer dipped.
This is
after Chester died.
I get it, but I'm saying hypothetically, the band falls apart. That's going to be worse than them going, "Oh, our lead singer's no longer with us. We're gonna not do this anymore."
That's actually very true. It actually is.
So now they're taking a huge risk
Because it pays off.
It's not only
over,
that,
brother.
but this girl is also just not gonna have a career if the band doesn't make it.
That's true.
Because she is going to be Yoko Ono'd.
Yoko Ono. Yeah. But hearing the single...
But good luck. Good luck. I'll
hearing
listen.
the single, brother, brought me back to the era of between Hybrid Theory and Minutes to Midnight. So that the sound was it, dog. It was there. It is there.
Maybe it's just me, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
And you need to go watch the interview who was it Zayn did with Linkin Park. It's on Apple Music. Well, it's on YouTube. You need to go watch that interview because basically Mike was like Linkin Park was done. That Linkin Park was done. And Mike had accepted that. And he kept in touch with the guys at Linkin Park. They continued to they started to not do music stuff together, but like hanging out together again.
Right.
After years, right? And Mike even said they did not do any sort of test with people. It was that they were playing their music. They were playing a bunch of music, and they would just he said they had a ton of singers come in. He said we had a bunch, and that we were just playing. Like that was it. And he said, this one person kept being a routine person coming back, and it came to the point where they were like, I guess, I mean, like, yeah, you're the singer, like that. It happened. There was no interview process. There wasn't we're looking for a singer.
Yeah, that's how it should be. But
the
also,
whole band was like, She's the fit.
The whole band minus the drummer?
Minus the drummer.
Okay, so make a new band. Yeah, I stay on it. Make a new band. If you're just playing music in your garage, that's no different than me having a band in high school, them breaking up, me finding 3 of my friends again, or 2 of them, going, let's make some more music. And then having another person come over and go, you know, maybe we aren't the hillbillies out back. Maybe we're the hillbillies out front. Change the name. Make a new band. Yeah, Mike Shinoda and Linkin Park, they can keep doing everything they're doing. They can have that sound, but it's not Linkin Park anymore. So why call it that? Just because Mike Shinoda and the bassist are there or the guitarist or whoever, it doesn't mean.
Doug, you have Mike, Phoenix, you have Han, the DJ, and the guitarist. You're missing the drummer. The singer doesn't count. The singer doesn't count.
No, if you're saying the singer doesn't count, the argument's out the window, and this is an irrelevant conversation. The whole point is the singer. The whole conversation.
You can't change that. You cannot change what happened with it.
Okay, my point exactly. So make a new band. You can't change it. So make a new one.
But what's the point of making a new band if your sound is exactly the same?
But it's not. That's the thing. It's a new vocalist. It's completely. It's not. It
is.
All right. Who's got a new sound? Bando Stone in the New World. That's sure.
Dude, listen. I didn't even. Did you? You got the videos of. Listen.
I got like 2 videos of Willow.
I don't know what to say, Jacob.
I know what to say.
Like, he said, I know what to say. Brockhampton for me, right, was the best live performance I had ever experienced.
I don't think you can compare these two, and I have a valid reason why.
And I think you're completely correct. I'm saying for just live performances for me, just as a whole, Brockhampton was peak.
I don't know, WrestleMania 24 was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty wild. This show last night, I didn't think I was going to have a voice today. Dude.
Alas.
Brother. I'm going to start this with this. All right? Loops. Earplugs. Sponsor the podcast because, boy, them things work, brother. I talked about them before. Loops, I guarantee you I will sell people your product. Guarantee you, brother. Because that works. So we were running late. I'm looking at Kristen.
How late?
No, we
casually late, fashionably late, or really late?
I'd say fashionably. Fashionably late. Which the doors opened at 6:30. The show didn't start until 8. So
you got there at 7. 15.
6:50. So no, we made it, right? We get there, we getting in was 0 problems. It was actually like lickety split, brother. Like we got
in
real
quick. Doing stuff in Detroit here.
It was tight. Like compared to Brockhampton, brother, when we stood outside in the sub-degree weather.
Grand Rapids and also Brockhampton.
Yeah, I was gonna say also Brockhampton.
Kevin Armstrong loved just coming out and shouting stuff at the crowd, and they go ooh, and then you just and walk back inside.
And Kevin was just like walking down the audience, like the people. But
my toes were falling off my feet. Actively.
My feet
hypothermia was setting in.
100%. My feet have never hurt so much in my entire life.
I felt like I did the salt and ice challenge, but without the salt or ice, just on my toes.
Yeah. He said minus that.
It's like Gollum got dipped into the lava instead of fully falling in.
Just like oh, it's just your toesies.
Yeah.
That was atrocious. But so getting in real easy. We got shuffled. Like I looked around because it was on the first floor. Our tickets, we were on the second floor, and
Ooh.
I was looking around. I was like, all right, so this side's blocked off. We're going upstairs. That was the first mistake. So went upstairs. We're chilling. Show's not starting for a while. My brain was focused on I need to find this vending machine, brother. I need to find the vending machine. But then I saw the merch
booth?
stand. Yeah. No matter what, had to get something from the merch booth. I was like, all right, before they sell out of like the size that I want, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this because I 100% want this, and I know I can get this. To anybody who doesn't know about what I'm talking about when I say the vending machine, we're talking about Childish Gambino's The New World Tour. This is the first time I've seen this. He had his own vending machine. He has his own vending machine at each show that has separate products from the merch booth.
Yeah, like toys and stuff,
Dog,
dude.
he had a Bando Stone action figure that looked like a G.I. Joe, which was, brother, he had that. There was a pin, a Bando Stone pin. There was a candle. The candle actually looked tight. There was a flip book. I can't remember the last item. There was another item that was up there with the action figure. I can't remember. There was 5 items in total.
They selling the spam hat?
No, they weren't.
Dang.
But boy, the amount of people dressed up as Bando Stone was
Dude,
disgusting.
I know you sent that one video, and I was like, man, what is this, a Minion convention?
Listen, there were so many. There were so many. It was tight. So
I would have just started going up to everybody. It's so great to meet you. I'm such a huge fan.
That would be hilarious. Could you imagine? That's
and then the next guy right next to him. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
All over again, dude.
But so now I'm on a mission to find the vending machine, and we're walking around everywhere. But on the second floor, and I was like, "This bad boy's gonna be on the first floor."
Yep.
What a mistake!
Gotta be.
What a mistake! Go downstairs. See a line of people. See a line of people, and I was like,
"Is that the bathroom?
What's this line for?" All right. And then I saw the corner. I saw the edge of the vending machine. I was like, getting in line. I don't care what I'm getting. I better get something. I don't care what it is. Right. So standing in line, we were like halfway up the line, and the dude's like, action figure, the other thing, and the candle sold out. I was like, all right, so I'm either getting a pin or
how does it
book.
sell out if they have a show every night?
Brother. I looked this up on Reddit. There were people talking on Reddit, and they said that they were they had VIP, so the VIPs get to go in early. All right?
Mm-hmm.
They get in early. And there were multiple people that said this. They were like, if you're literally not the 10th person in line at that vending machine,
action figure's gone. Gotta be.
They said, just go to the pit. Just like go get a good spot because you're not gonna get the thing that you wanted.
Dang.
Like, it was that's how limited that was.
I mean, yeah, you make toys, it's probably gonna be like
the figure was $120, dude. I would have done it. I would have done
world's
it.
Most expensive. Do you think they would break at 20?
No.
Does this machine take 50s?
So we stood in line there, got up. The people in front of us were obnoxious. They had a dude DJing Gilga Radio there, and it was like tight.
Yeah.
Dude, it was actually tight. We got to listen to Tyler while we were standing in line. Got to listen to Frank while standing in line, dude. Oh yeah, it was sick. So we get up. I got the flip book. It's actually really tight. I'm gonna have to like somehow send you a video of it because like it literally, you have to flip it, and it's like
right,
and it's all like hand drawn, but I believe it's from the live shows of his last tour for Awaken My Love.
Oh, I might have seen
and
that actually.
It's really cool, and it's 2-sided. So you have it one way, and
Yeah,
it
you can
shows
flip it both.
one part,
Yeah.
and then you flip it the other side, and it's like a whole different thing.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's actually tight. I was gonna get the pin and the flip book. Pin sold out like 3 people ahead of us. Upset. So got the flip book, and then we were just like, all right, we got 10 minutes, and the show's gonna start. So we go sit down. We're sitting there. We're chilling. People surrounding us, in front of us, to the sides of us, behind us.
What is this, a Trump rally? Whoa, look at all these beautiful people here.
Dude. So
it's about to turn into a Trump rally real quick.
So lights just went down. Lights just went dim. And then all of a sudden hit with liquid.
Dude, is Shamu here?
Dude,
because I'm sitting in the splash zone.
I was in the splash zone, 100%.
Is there a SeaWorld show going on right now?
So I'm sitting here thinking like, all right, somebody just spilled their drink on, like, we just made it. Turn around, this dude just puked. Brother. Puked. Bro.
Ooh.
How you gonna get this slammed, brother, before the show starts?
This is how pre-gaming works. And this is why we don't do it.
Dude. Willow hasn't even gotten out. And you just puked your brains out.
I know. Willow should have started a few minutes earlier so she could have said, wait a minute.
Could you imagine? Wait a minute.
Yeah, you're right. No.
Your boy behind us pukes. All right. We got hit with a little splash damage. 100%.
That's when I would have WWE suplexed him into the pit from the second floor. I would have said,
wait,
whoopsie.
Dude. No, so the person with him was like, they both were super apologizing. After realizing it was puke, I was like kind of very frustrated. They were both apologizing. The person that was with him took him out. They left. And I was messaging Jacob at this point in time, and Jacob basically said those same words that he was like, I would have just tossed him.
Dude, it would have been, I'm sorry.
Dude.
I'm a nice guy.
Dude.
I'm a great guy sometimes. But if you're going to puke on me, dude, listen.
Dude, you paid minimum $120 for your seat. So between the two of you is $300 deep, and you got so slammed that you just wasted your time and your money.
Oh no, dude, it would have been. He
was
wasted his
it?
time, his money, and he bought me a shirt from the stand,
Dude.
or he got kicked out. That's what it would have been. I would have gone to security, gone with him to the stand so he could replace my puked on shirt.
If they came back, well, I wasn't wearing the stuff that I bought. So
no, well, anything I got puked on.
Yeah. I mean, that's valid.
What if he had disease?
If they would have came back, I 100% would have got security. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's.
Oh yeah.
Dog,
I don't want to be a mean guy, but if you're gonna puke on me, your night's over. Your night's over, dude.
He said your night's over,
dude.
Like, so I completely forgot to mention. So as pre-puke, right? When we left the vending machine, right? We walked back upstairs, went to use the bathroom prior to going to our seats, right? Being responsible, I'm not trying to miss anything. Kristen went to go use the bathroom. I'm standing there. I got all my stuff. Bunch of people walking by. And then I see a guy and a girl standing 15 feet away from me. And this dude's got short hair, yellow hair. And I looked at him. I was like, brother, I know you. I know who you are, dog. And I looked at him and I just went, excuse me. Are you Pell? He goes, yeah, dude. And I dapped him up and everything. I'm like, brother. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And he was like really nice. Like it was tight. People probably don't even know who he is.
That's
like
wild because we've been listening to Pell for literally over a decade.
Dude,
Like
I sent the
2011
video.
or 12, we've been listening to Pell.
Let's see. The first song I heard by Pell was Fresh Produce on a YouTube channel called Kinda Neat.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was 9 years ago. It was
Isn't
9
that
years
the one
ago.
with all the Polaroids on the wall behind
yes.
them? Yeah, dude.
9 years ago, brother.
Dude, yeah,
And so,
that's crazy.
So and Kristen was like, "You didn't want to get a picture with him?" I was like,
2000.
"No." I mean, it was tight. Like the fact that I got to meet him and like I didn't need a picture to justify it.
Yeah.
But he does a bunch of stuff here in the city. We just don't go to it. And he's not super famous.
Right.
And he does stuff in the city all the time. And he just like, I could go to these events and meet him. But in this moment I'm going to see Childish Gambino and like I'm about to go. I'm literally 2 minutes away from going to my seat. I was like, this is nice to meet you, dude. That's crazy. So that was tight. Go check out Pell's music, dude.
Heck yeah.
Pell, Pell.
Yep. Pell.
Go check out his music. So, now we are at the post puke, dude. Post vomit. All right.
After the great calamity.
Yeah, after the great calamity.
Wonderful tunes were brought upon us.
Willow came out. She performed. She did a fantastic job, and the band.
Willow's got a gnarly live performance, dude.
Brother,
gnarly.
Kristen made a fair point. She was not wearing shoes. She was barefoot. Kristen was like, she's straight up barefoot in her pajamas right now. I was like, yeah, comfy. She living her best life out there.
Comfy,
dude. Her whole band killed it.
Oh yeah.
The I can't remember their names for the life of me. I'm so bad with names, but. The woman playing bass for her was, dude. You thought Prince was a great bassist? No, I'm just kidding. She was phenomenal. I mean, so was Prince, but the whole band was great. The pianist she had playing for her, drummer, guitarist, all of them, and like the way she came out, it was she had her own set on the stage, and it was like Egyptian. And so when the show started,
she's always been into that whole vibe of that.
There was
Jane Smith are kind of into that whole thing.
A door, right? Mm-hmm. And the doors open, and there was just light shining through the door, straight up the center of the venue.
Yeah,
and then she walks out. You just like you can't see her face, you can't see the front of her. You just see the light and silhouette, and it was really tight. She did a phenomenal job. Like, brother, it was like such a good way to start the show. Like Willow killed it, and like halfway through, she's like, "All right, we're gonna play a couple old songs because I've been playing stuff." She just released an album, and I've only listened to like 4 songs off her new album.
Willow makes good music.
100%. Willow makes great music.
Bangers.
Yes. So halfway through, she's like, "All right, we're gonna play some old music. That way, y'all
and then
might be accustomed to this." And I looked at Chris and I said, "She about to whip her hair back and forth,
dude." Right? That's what I was about to say. I was gonna say, and all of a sudden lights went down. You're dum 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 dum.
No,
I whip my hair back and forth.
No. I knew she wouldn't do that, right? Of course she played "Wait a Minute," and like the whole crowd up in that bad boy. Like,
was it a remixed version of it? Because
it was like a mellow,
yeah,
much more mellow. It was, it was sick. It was sick. Yeah. It was really good. So Willow did her performance. That twas tight.
Twas interesting.
And then, dude, I've seen a couple videos of the live shows. Very, very, very small amount because I didn't want to ruin it, right? And then I've also seen him tweeting about how there's a lot of new technology being used in this show, and people after his tours tend to use some of the stuff that he does. I can tell you now, I can't explain what I watched last night.
I can.
No.
Yeah, I can.
No.
Yeah. They're using all these lights.
Jacob says,
There's these
yeah.
long rods that are all
Yes.
LEDs, and they're hanging from the ceiling, and they make images through the lights, like faces, and it's a lot of like featured artists in the show, I believe, show up on that,
Brother.
right? Like yeet.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't think anybody's face aside from his showed up in the LEDs in the center of the stage.
Oh, is that?
But the two side screens on the sides of the stage,
Mm-hmm.
dude, the lighting.
Yeah, it looks crazy. It looks insane.
When he played "Feels Like Summer,"
oh, I bet it was great.
I
hate it.
Shut
up,
dude. Dude, listen, brother. When he played "Feels Like Summer," so like,
I feel like Bilbo when he saw the ring.
I could talk about every step of this concert. I know. He said,
really
you don't. So
you tell us it was good.
I recorded so much of this. There were certain songs I recorded the entire thing, and I did that on purpose. So like, I had to do it for like 3005. I had to do it. Another one. All right, wait. Before I get this far, wait. I need to talk about "Feels Like Summer" because it was like the Jamaican colors, right?
Oh yeah. Well, it's because it was in his short film
Guava Island.
Guava Island, yeah.
Yeah, and
that whole thing was kind of about the fight for freedom of those people on that island.
The lasers he had set up.
Oh yeah.
There were two towers. There were two towers that were set up with lights on both sides of.
Is this Lord of the Rings?
I swear, dude. They were both set up for lights, and the light was. They had these colors beaming across the venue, and you could see the smoke in the lights. It straight up. Kristen was like, "How are they making it look like clouds?" I was like, "Dude, this is like the like."
Oh, that's so cool!
Literally,
like you're floating through the clouds, dude. That's so cool.
I hate it. Dude,
you hate it. Why
didn't I go? Dude, it was so good.
I had to go to a wedding.
It was Jacob.
Nah, it was a good time.
Dude, like so I'm trying to think of like real key moments that the dancers he had on stage with him.
I've seen clips.
Dog, straight hit the Uzi, dude. Listen, the whole thing was phenomenal. It was like, the lighting was unlike anything I've ever seen ever. At the very beginning of the show in the LEDs, it was like, what song was the first song? I'd have to look up the set list.
Hearts Were Meant to Fly?
No. Well, yes, he came out to Hearts Were Meant to Fly. But he was technically singing. He had a helmet on.
Yeah.
In the mouth, he was singing with the helmet on. And the mouth was moving.
Yeah, I've seen clips of that.
And so I gotta look up the set list because he came out to Hearts Were Meant to Fly, but he was all dressed up. He had the mask on, and he had like a bunch of. He was like the helmet was tethered. But there was a
wearing
song
like leather, wasn't he? Leather.
Yes. Yeah, he was wearing a leather jacket. So it was Survive.
Oh, love that song.
Dog. I can't explain the lighting situation. Dude, my brain's breaking because like it's so hard to explain.
People post light bulb.
I literally, like, I swear.
I can't explain the lighting situation.
So what he, brother, I do not explain this. So,
I mean,
playing
really,
through-
you can't. That's the thing. That's what the
that's
beauty of live shows are.
because I took so many videos, brother. I have of like every song I have at least a little bit. He played The Worst Guys like right towards the beginning, and it was dude, banging. To Be Hunted was phenomenal.
Oh, I bet. Yep.
The fact that he played, I had to mention this to Chris when he was playing it. He did Witchy, which I don't know if you've listened to that yet. That's the song he did with K Tronada.
Yeah.
And the fact that was actually like a part of his set list was awesome. Dude, when Crawl happened, brother, dude, because there were certain songs that like everybody in the you heard the crowd.
Yeah.
Well,
anything from Because of the Internet, everybody,
Everywhere.
dude. Everybody knows.
Brother, not only that, because, all right, we get
Didn't he
about
play
halfway
Sober?
through. He does Feels Like Summer, right? And then he did, it was Why Go to the Party.
Oh.
But then, time out. I thought the intermission was gonna be, that was the fan toss-up. That was Saturday, which was the thing that he did on SNL.
Mm-hmm.
Or it was gonna be Earn. He just automatically played Earn. Earn is the song that played. And I was like, okay, so he's just not doing that. Got it. Earn played. That was the intermission. And for the intermission was like crazy. They followed him behind the stage, off the stage. With the camera, they followed him off the stage, down into like behind the stage. He was getting water. He was talking to the crowd. And it felt like a movie, dude. Because it was like,
man.
He's sitting there drinking water, songs playing in the background. He's talking to a camera. But it was coming through these screens like as if it was like a conversation. It was so weird.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was after that he did Me and Your Mama, I think is what he came back to after that. And it was
tight.
Bananas.
I bet.
And I must have missed this when I was looking at the set list. Dude, towards the end, all right, towards it was after the intermission, so the latter half of the show, I'd say the last, like, roughly 8 songs, he was like, he's like, you know, like, I want to see if y'all are real fans, okay, right? I want to see if you guys are real fans.
Oh.
He's like, if you're real fans, you'll know this one. This Is America. And I was like, I missed that somehow. I didn't see that. And so, like, crowds mind boggled, dude. Did This Is America. And then that ends and he goes, all right, you know. I mean, like, you might be. But, like, are y'all real fans, right? And then he plays Sweatpants.
Yeah.
And then the same thing happens again. Ends, he's like, I'm not quite sure. Let's test it with this one. Then he plays Sober. All right? Oof. And then he does this for like I said, the last 8 songs. Each time after the song ended, he's like, I'm not sure. You guys, like, are you real fans? Then he plays LES. Does the same thing.
Yeah.
Plays Heartbeat, right?
Yep.
Then he plays Bonfire.
Yep.
And dog, he gets to Freaks and Geeks. And I'm panicking. Absolutely nuts. And then he gets to a point in the show after that. He's like, all right, y'all you know, you're real fans, right? He's like, I get it. Like, you guys are killing it. And then he's like, he's like, I've been giving the crowd the opportunity to pick through these songs.
Oh.
To choose between 2 songs. He said, so it's Saturday, the unreleased song I did for SNL. Okay. He's like, and so I was like, what? He played Earn. Like, I know he played Earn, and that was what was on the set list. And then he goes, or Telegraph Ave. And I went, oh, all bets are off, brother. I said, all bets are off now. And I was panicking because when he said Saturday, people were losing their marbles. And then when he said Telegraph Ave, the stadium erupted. Dude.
Nobody had marbles, dude. There were marbles nowhere.
They were gone.
They were gone.
So he
were crafting new ones, dude.
He goes, all right, so he's like, I'm treating this show as a democracy. So I'm giving you the opportunity to choose. So he says, if y'all want to hear Saturday, and, you know, crowd gets wild, and on those 2 towers, he had a meter from green to red, and it was moving with the sound of the crowd.
That's nuts.
And it made it to the red for a second, and I'm like, dude, listen, it would be great. I'm liking no matter what. But I was like, I need to hear, Telegraph Ave has to happen. That was the one song I told you was missing from this set list. So when he said Telegraph Ave, that thing hit it. That bar peaked red, and it stayed there. Dog, it stayed there. It didn't move. It just stayed red.
And, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
And it wasn't it was like a remix, and dude.
Oh, really? Was it a slowed down version? Because I know he's performed a slower version of it.
Yeah, it was definitely, yeah.
It's more like on like a Rhodes piano kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah. It was slower. It was slower for sure. And then after Telegraph Ave, like that was like, boy. And then he did 3005, of course.
Yeah.
And like, I want to be able to go in depth with like what I saw, but it's so, I have so many videos. I'm gonna put them up. When he did Cruisin', the song with Yeet.
Yeah.
When Yeet's part came on those 2 monitors I was talking about, Yeet, like, his face was there. Yeah. And he was like, he was doing it's like he recorded his part for
what I thought, yeah.
And it was tight. It was really cool. So he did 3005. It was bonkers. He actually said that one of his favorite songs to have ever made was Me and Your Mama, actually.
Really?
Yeah, he said that was one of his favorite songs of all time. And he ends the show with Redbone, which was the way he wrapped up, listen. The way he wrapped it up at the end of that, because you'd think like Redbone, dude, like of all, like you're gonna end a concert with Redbone,
see it.
brother?
I can totally see
because
it.
It's mellow though, right?
No.
Well,
it doesn't have to be though. That's the thing, and I don't think people understood that album when it came out. Dog. That album is not meant to be a mellow kind of vibe. It is like the world's ending.
Dog, Redbone was bonkers. All right,
I bet.
Redbone was bonkers, and that was when he finished it up, and he was like, "All right, y'all have a great night, yada yada." And a bunch of people started getting up, and Kristen's like, "All right, you ready?" And this is what I go.
The credits rolled, dude. Listen, I saw this.
I said to Kristen, I said, "I'm not going nowhere. I'm going right here." She's like, "Well, the people are trying to get out." I was like, "Cool, they can get out. I don't care. I'm staying right here." Because he had legitimate credits down to the truck drivers.
Yeah, brother. Dude, you never leave before the credits end.
And the song playing.
Why you won't leave Bando Stone? Dude. That's a clue not to leave the theater before the credits 100%, end.
100%. So the credits are rolling and Real Love is playing while the credits are happening, and I was like, "This is such a great end, right?" And I was like, "But I know it's not the end, and there's tons of people leaving." And I'm like, did y'all not look at the set list? Like, I mean, I get it if you didn't, like, you wanted to be surprised. But I'm sitting there, chilling, dude. Chilling.
Yeah,
Sat
yeah.
back down and everything. Credits finish. Still dark in the room.
Encore.
And on the screen, on the screen, it types out each letter individually. Lithonia, ? Dog. People started going bananas, right?
Oh, yeah. And people leaving were probably like, oh, turning around back at the door.
When the crowd erupted, there were people sprinting back to their seats. Like out of nowhere. Like people that like you're 3 minutes gone. Like you're probably downstairs right now.
Dude.
And there was people just sprinting. And dude, him ending with Lithonia?
That's gnarly. Yeah.
It was a movie, brother. It was a movie. It was a movie, dog.
I bet.
A movie, brother.
I'm excited to see his actual movie after the
100%.
tour's over. I bet it will be sometime next year.
Yeah, oh yeah, probably.
Or it could be like a holiday thing. I could totally see him also releasing a holiday thing just because that's like a prime time for movies.
That's true. Yeah, but it's Bando Stone. He's wearing short shorts, brother. You
Hey,
think he's
man,
gonna release a
it
summer movie
premiered-
in the winter?
It premiered before A Quiet Place, so
Yeah,
I mean,
that's because it was Jordan.
The Avengers comes out in Christmas time, dude. What do you mean?
They're not wearing short shorts. They're of the Avengers. They got suits on, dude. They're wearing spandex. It's okay, brother. So yeah, Lithonia.
Yeah, I'm
It
so
was
jealous.
Was out of 18 shows now. Lithonia wasn't played twice. That's
Probably because too many people left, and they're like, "Well,
it's over." Like, have you like? Brockhampton did an encore when we were there, dude. They played.
Oh yeah, but
they
we straight
played
up
Star 3 times, like twice back to back.
I'm pretty sure they played it 5 times that night.
Yeah, they Star just kept playing,
dude, and that's okay. They did it, yeah, 3 times in a row.
That's okay. But no, it was, dude.
I'm jealous, and I'm never gonna see a show from him, so you know that's tough.
Dog, Jacob, I have so many videos to send you. I have brother.
That's what I was banking on.
And like I said, there were some that I got the entire 3 minutes and 56 seconds, 3 minutes and 36 seconds, 4 minutes, dude. Like the full, brother.
It's just gonna be it face camera facing you. It's just a video of you.
No. Could you imagine?
Just screaming the words,
dude. I have so many, brother. It was an experience.
It was an experience.
I can legitimately say, I don't know if there will ever be a concert that'll beat that one.
Don't say that.
Brockhampton was phenomenal, and Brockhampton was a very small group when we saw them. And getting to see them at that venue, I am so happy. I literally could not have asked for a better place to have seen them.
Oh, that was a perfect time too, because they were like
Saturation 3
peaked. They peaked at the end of Saturation. That was it. I don't care if they had a banger song off Ginger. Ginger sucked.
What?
They peaked
in
Saturation.
So
they did. I'm sorry.
Like
they did.
We said in the beginning that it's hard to compare the two because this, like, what I went to last night wasn't a concert. Dude.
No, that was a stadium show versus.
It was an experience, brother.
Like a local venue.
Yeah, 100%.
There's a difference.
So
that's like going to see Pearl Jam on their first year they were a band versus like their 5th year.
It won't be the same.
After 10 came out, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Dude, that was wild, dude. 10 out
I'm
of 10.
jealous. I got
10
to
out
go
of
to the
10.
Ren Fair, and
Ooh! We're gonna
that's
go.
about it, really. Saw some
Damn.
jousting.
Why don't they do like the have you seen the videos of the MMA medieval fights?
No, just knights
Straight up,
fighting in armor.
yeah, with
That sounds
swords
like a
and shields.
fun time. Oh, you mean like full-blown just battles? Like you mean just not MMA, MMA
That's what they
fights,
call
but
it.
just full-on combat. That's just combat.
Yeah, 1-on-1
It's
in
just
a ring.
combat.
in a ring, like an MMA
Yeah,
ring.
but with
I'm dead
swords
I
and
gotta-
shields.
Yeah. I gotta find the video.
So it's just combat.
yeah, pretty much.
Two knights locked into combat.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's crazy.
Dang. Anyways, man, we've almost hit 2 hours.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here, dude.
We gotta get out of here. It's Sunday night.
I was so excited.
Song
excited for
rec
videos.
of the week.
I'm excited for this one.
I've known about this dude for a while, but he put out a new EP and it's really good. The EP is called Second Nature. My song rec of the week is the title track, Second Nature by Gio Genesis. Gio Genesis.
And it's bussin', dude.
It is bussin'.
Like, I listened to it before we started today, and I was like, "Oh, okay, all right." Yeah, straight up, like,
It feels like a PlayStation 2 game.
I am going to listen. This dude, Jacob, made a very fair point. This dude's got less than 10,000 monthly listeners on Spotify.
You know, I don't know why.
I am very excited to listen to this. Is he calling it an album or is it an EP?
It's an EP.
Okay. Oh yeah, it says it right there, EP.
It's got a cool
excited.
sound. It's got a cool sound, dude.
And you can go look at his music videos. He's got a music video, at least one music video for the EP. So
yeah, go check him
tight.
out. Gio Genesis.
Very tight.
And that's
check
all
it out
I've
on the
got for
playlist.
this week. Check it out on the
2
playlist.
Degrees of Separation. Check out the playlist over on Spotify.
Check out the playlist.
2 Degrees of Separation. Same name.
check
as
out
the
Pell.
podcast. Yeah, check out Pell's music too.
And check out Gambino and check out Willow and
Yeah, dude. Shout out Gambino and Will.
check out
They
for the
killed it.
week. Take a week off. Check out.
Dude, just clock out. Pull up to work tomorrow and be like, listen, I'm taking the week off. I'm going home. Just do it. You'll feel so much better. Hopefully I'm not going to feel like dirt tomorrow, but I probably will.
Tell him you found out about the new Assassin's Creed lore and you got to experience it for yourself.
I got to go through and play Assassin's Creed. I need another week off. Sorry.
Yep.
No.
I would do it. I would easily do it.
I'd do it, dude. I'd do it 100%.
I might. You never know. Anyways,
Is that it?
that's
Check
it.
us out over on the socials at the number 2 DOF Separation. Anywhere you can find internet. Or
Anywhere.
social media, I guess, so to speak. You know? Dude, I
You
have
can
to
get
pee
internet
so bad.
everywhere.
Brother, I'm ready to wrap this. I gotta pee. 100%.
All right.
Is that it?
That's unless you want me to keep going.
I'd rather you didn't, but
Oh, man.
listen, he's oh man. 100%.
All right,
So song rec of the week. It is Second Nature by Gio Genesis. Check out the playlist. Go check out the socials. That's all I
Go
got.
check him out. Yeah, that's it.
all I got. So thank you guys so much for listening to us ramble. First new episode. Year 2. First new episode, year 2.
Year 2.
We'll see what happens from here. So,
Oh, yeah.
thank you so much for listening.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening.
Good night.
Not again, dude.
Good night. Bye-bye. We say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Look at us. Sing bye-bye.
Bye.